What is this?
On the blackboard is an Olympiad math problem left by the competition judges. No one has been able to solve it yet. It is said that if you answer correctly, you can get extra points as an exception.
This is too difficult. Go, go, go.
Such a simple problem is also considered difficult?
Elder Meng,
Village Chief, Zhou Yang's father.
for you to grace our village with your presence, Zhou Yang and I feel deeply honored.
Elder Meng, leading expert in the field of mathematics.
Not at all. Your son at university. He is truly outstanding.
Zhou Yang, the village chief's son.
Even I have heard of his name. A genius in the mathematics department, indeed.
Thank you, Professor Meng. I will continue to work hard.
Who solved this problem? Who is scribbling on the blackboard? This isn't scribbling, it was solved by someone. Quick, give me the answer to this problem. I'm not mistaken, this is indeed the answer. This problem is a century level Olympiad math problem. Even top university students, not many can solve it. Unexpectedly, in this village, it was solved. Hey, did any of you see who solved it? No. Too many people came today. Then I'm afraid we'll have to ask the person on duty to find out. Then go ask quickly. This person is very important. This is the kind of talent our Huaguo needs. A mathematics talent.
No need to look. It's me. This problem is too simple. I suggest adding more difficulty.
The film was
Where did this little brat come from?
Narrated
What do you
by
know?
Media.
Hurry up and leave. This is world class. Such a difficult math Olympiad problem. To be able to solve it must be Huaguo's most elite genius. Little one. Some things you mustn't speak carelessly.
You... Aren't you from the Gu family?
Mian. Why are you running around everywhere? You made me worrying for so long.
Gu Jing. It really is you. If I'm not mistaken. This is your younger sister, right?
You know each other?
Professor Meng, you might not know. This person was once also a student of Hiking University, but because of theft and owing gambling debts, he had already dropped out of school.
You're talking nonsense. I didn't steal. You're clearly slandering me.
Professor, this person is a famous deadbeat in our area. Even now, they still owe our family 100 yuans. Such a person is simply not qualified to participate in the Olympiad math competition. Kick them out.
I have already completed registration. You are not qualified to deprive me of my right to participate. Professor Meng, you are a judge. What I said isn't wrong, is it?
There's a rule in the competition. It indeed does not allow people suspected of illegal activities to participate. If you have evidence that can prove you indeed did not break the law.
Gu Jing, I can give you the opportunity to participate as long as you can get first place. The debt you owe our family won't have to be repaid. Conversely, Dad,
If you can't get it, then mortgage your house and land to us and completely get out of the village. Not only that, my uncle from East Village also wants to adopt your younger sister.
You wish. Who doesn't know? Your uncle is an old bachelor. You want to send my younger sister to be a child bride.
You brat, what nonsense are you talking? I just pity that you are orphaned. How does it become so sordid when you say it in a word? Do you agree or not? Otherwise, this Olympiad math competition, don't participate.
If I win the prize and get the first place prize money, repaying Dad's gambling debts is the only way I'll have money to send Mian to school. But no, we can't risk Mian.
Alright then, let's compete and see. But if we win, you must also give my brother, in public, a kowtow and an apology.
Mian, are you crazy? This isn't a joke.
Gu Jing. Then we'll see each other at the competition. Professor Meng.
Little brat.
It's truly unexpected. Our competition venue today welcomes the youngest contestant. Please invite the question setter to the stage to present the problem.
This is that sister from the Gu family. She's not even tall enough to reach the blackboard. The organizers are being too reckless. They actually approved a child's registration form.
Time starts?
Calculation problem. So many numbers. I can't even see them clearly. Can a human even calculate this? It's terrifying.
This problem, back then, even Huaguo's top mathematicians needed half an hour to calculate. Let's see what you'll do.
I've written it down.
This is too astonishing. Only 1 minute has passed. So fast.
1 minute. 1 minute. What a joke. They must have just written it down randomly.
To save face, they've completely lost all shame. Gu Jing, this is your good sister you taught?
So, the result, is it correct? Correct. Such a young child can really calculate it correctly. 2. Correct. 4. Correct. 'Let's look at the last digit. 9. Absolutely correct. Let's congratulate contestant Gu Mian on becoming the winner of the selection competition.
The film was translated and narrated by M Media.
I can't believe my Mian is actually so amazing.
A genius. She's simply a genius. I really misjudged her before. In comparison, Zhou Yang's 9 minutes. Don't even compare. 1 minute. To solve such a complex calculation problem. With a genius like this, perhaps Huaguo might actually win an award.
I won. According to our bet, the debt is written off. And you still have to kowtow to my brother and apologize.
Bullshit. You and your brother aren't even qualified to participate in the competition, so how can there be a win or loss?
Exactly. Everyone knows your family is notoriously known as deadbeats. And you dropped out of university. You were already a lawbreaker. And you still want to win? You really have the nerve to say that.
A gentleman's word is his bond. You clearly agreed to it perfectly before. You're welching.
Welch. If we hadn't been so merciful, you wouldn't even have been able to enter the competition venue. If you ask me, it should be you who kneels and kowtows in gratitude.
Brother, tell everyone here about the debt and dropping out of school. What exactly happened?
Everyone knows. My dad loves to gamble. Our family was already struggling financially. My sister and I still needed to go to school. My mommy had no choice but to borrow 20 yuan from the village chief to pay our tuition fees, but because she was illiterate, he made her sign a debt note for 100 yuan, but in the end, he only gave her 20 yuan. As for dropping out of school, it was clearly you who stole the necklace from a female classmate, but you framed me for it. You deliberately stirred up a huge scandal, and ultimately forced me to drop out.
You're talking nonsense.
Professor Meng, my brother didn't break any laws at all. This competition, we are fully qualified to participate.
According to the rules, it is indeed compliant. I report. How could this little brat solve Olympiad math problems? This must be cheating.
There must be something wrong here. I request the organizing committee to conduct a thorough investigation and disqualify her.
Cheating? I think the real cheaters are you. You bribed the question setter in advance, making him pass the answers to you for every question. Then you deliberately gave other contestants high difficulty problems to filter out opponents, thereby successfully advancing.
Nonsense. My son is naturally intelligent. He did all the exam questions himself.
Then what is this? Stop touching it. It's what's in your pocket.
You're slandering me. I'll sue you for defamation.
Professor Meng, don't listen to her nonsense. How could we do such a thing? There's also your handwriting from your communication on this. The evidence is irrefutable. Still trying to argue? Guards,
Professor Meng, listen to me.
take them away. Hand them over to the Public Security Department for investigation.
Professor Meng, listen to my explanation.
He was arrested.
So that's what happened.
Got caught for real. Good thing you discovered it. Otherwise, the selection competition would have been ruined by people like them.
I just couldn't stand them bullying my brother.
Mian, where did you learn your math?
I'm self-taught.
Such extraordinary talent. Perhaps. She is our Huaguo's hope for qualifying. I must properly encourage her. You must be Gu Jing, right? Regarding your dropping out, you don't need to worry. When I get back, I'll process your application. You are welcome to continue studying at Hiking University.
Really? Thank you, Professor Meng.
This money is enough for you and your brother to live out the rest of your lives.
What are your requirements?
I also ask you to win second place in the International Olympiad Math Selection Competition.
Haven't been to the city in years. Didn't expect it to become so big.
Brother, let's quickly enter the venue. There's not much time left.
Okay.
Kitahara Sosuke, famous professor of mathematics.
Kitahara Sasuke is the previous Olympiad math competition runner-up.
I heard he's also an Olympic high IQ society member. Top 10 in Sakura country. A strong favorite to win this year.
That's right.
Mr. Kitahara, you're finally here. Quickly, please come in. Huaguo Olympiad Math Competition Finals didn't even qualify, and they still have the nerve to apply for a competition venue, putting on a false front.
So arrogant, even in Huaguo. Sakura country is truly going too far.
Hey! Go away, go away. Where are you country bumpkins from?
We are contestants. Here to compete.
Don't you know that entry is 10 minutes in advance? Time's up. You can't enter?
Then that person just now, how did he get in?
He's a distinguished Sakura country contestant. You're just a country bumpkin from the countryside. What right do you have to be compared to him? Exactly. Don't even look at your own status. Get out of the way.
You humble yourselves before foreigners, but for domestic contestants, you push them around arbitrarily. This is differential treatment. Aren't you afraid? I will complain to the organizing committee.
Brat. Organizing committee? Do you know who the head of the organizing committee is? Elder Meng. He's Huaguo's top mathematics professor. You two country bumpkins can't even meet him, and you want to complain? Who do you think you are?
It was Elder Meng who gave us the invitation and asked us to come.
You two can meet Elder Meng? That's hilarious. I even said I could meet the chief.
No, what exactly do you want? To let us in?
You want to get in? It's simple. Kneel down and kowtow to me.
You.
If you don't kowtow, we're closing the doors. You and that little brat. Go back wherever you came from.
The competition is about to begin. We can't waste any more time. You said it. Kneel down, and you'll let us in.
Brother,
Wait. This is Elder Meng's distinguished guest. How dare you treat him like that?
Zhou Chunhua, junior schoolmate of Gu Jing.
Miss Zhou and young Master Zhou like this? These two country bumpkins, how could they be distinguished guests? Please take a closer look. Are you sure you haven't made a mistake?
The Meng family and the Zhou family are generational friends. Old Master Meng,
film
a
was
few days ago,
translated
specifically
and
gave me
narrated by
photos telling me
Media.
to memorize everyone well and take good care of them. How can you tell me today that I'm mistaken?
I didn't mean to question you. It's just that they arrived late. According to the rules, you need to enter 10 minutes in advance. We're just following the rules.
Rules? The rules of the competition are written in black and white. For contestants from out of town, special treatment can be given. If they are not more than an hour late, they can still compete. By what rule then are you doing this?
sister,
Zhou Zhaoshen, math genius.
don't waste words on these people. They fawn over outsiders, but deliberately make things difficult for their own people. This young master officially informs you, you are fired. Don't come to work anymore.
Junior Joe. Long time no see.
Long time no see.
My sister's taste is really bad. Do actually like this kind of guy. And he brought a primary school student, who doesn't look very smart either. Hello, my name is Gu Mian Mian. May I ask what your name is? Whatever. Hello, classmate Sui.
Is this your sister? Elder Meng specifically instructed that the person coming this time is the hope for Huaguo to qualify. He specifically told me to take good care of them. I didn't expect, Senior Gu, that your math is still so impressive. You can qualify for the International Math Olympiad.
Actually, the one who qualified is my sister. I'm just here to accompany her to the competition.
The one who qualified. Is this little girl?
Thank you, big sister. Mian Mian is really hungry.
It's really tough on the child to be out and about. Oh right, I forgot to introduce everyone. This is my younger brother, Zhou Xiaishen, also came to participate in today's competition.
So it's not a classmate Sui.
Xiaishen attends Heijing High School, and what's more, he also won the Huaguo Olympiad Mathematics Competition's runner-up title.
Impressive. Kids nowadays are truly surpassing their predecessors, and even better than them.
I'm not a child anymore.
Aren't you in high school? Doesn't that make you 15?
Please be a bit more rigorous. I'm already 15 and a half. What are you doing? Sorry, I couldn't help it.
I heard this competition is about calculation and memory. I wonder if Huaguo this time can make it to the finals.
Sister, don't worry. With me here, we'll definitely qualify. That's right. With Mian Mian here, Huaguo will definitely win the championship. Why do you love to brag so much?
Huaguo people can also qualify and win the championship. That's hilarious. We've been here so long, and I finally heard a joke. Last year, with their math level ranked last, Huaguo can win the championship.
Don't underestimate us. Huaguo this time will definitely qualify.
What big talk? Do you dare to compete with us in calculation?
Compete then.
Then I'll ask you. 929,606 divided by 36 equals what? Considering you're a student, I'll give you 3 minutes.
$25,822.3889.
Exactly 3 minutes. Again, 25,822 multiplied by 386 divided by 28 equals what?
It's as simple as 1 plus 1 equals 2.
Three minutes are almost up. Last 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3.
355,974.714. What kind of skill is it to bully a child? Next,
The
it's
film
my
was
turn to compete with you.
translated and
You, a
narrated
kid,
by
not even
M.
5 years
Media.
old. Have you even learned addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division yet? And you dare to compete with us? Not old, but quite boastful. You just got lucky earlier and guessed correctly. I'll ask you again. 8,788,889 divided by 3,666 minus 4,347. Point for 0562 equals what? This time, no time limit. As long as you answer correctly, you pass.
This question is so difficult. You Sakura country people are making it so difficult for people.
1950.
This question, it took me 3 minutes to solve. How did she only take a few seconds to do it?
For fairness sake, shouldn't we switch it up next?
Switch what?
I'll ask the questions. You answer. 1234 multiplied by 7890 plus 973260 minus 518 plus 3144 minus 1071246 equals how much? Three minutes have passed. What about you? Have you figured it out? Too slow. The result is 0.
Who agreed to play this game with you? Did I just say you answered correctly?
It can't be wrong.
You. You must have used a calculator. You deliberately colluded.
It's so simple. No need.
You little brat.
Laying hands on someone will get you disqualified from the competition.
I'm going to find the security department immediately.
The competition is about to begin. All contestants are requested to enter the venue immediately. Winning with a bit of cleverness, and you're already gloating. Just wait and see on the competition floor. This time, the champion will definitely be ours. Let's go.
With me here, you still think you can win the championship?
Welcome everyone to today's Olympiad math competition. At today's competition, we will be holding individual duels. The winner will directly advance to the finals. Next, we will proceed with this round. First competition, calculation. The one with the fastest calculation speed will directly win this round. Now, we would like to invite first the contestant from the United Kingdom, George. George, is that the one who graduated from Columbia University, ranked first in the math department for 4 consecutive years, received dual bachelor's degrees in arts and sciences, and was awarded by the dean the Medal of Honor?
That person, who's rumored to be the only one in hundreds of years since the school's founding to receive the highest commendation? It's actually him.
This competition truly is a gathering of elites. I wonder if Mianmian and Joshin can hold on.
The arithmetic problem is displayed on the electronic screen. Contestants complete their answers. Press the red button to submit your answer. So now, the timer begins. 3-digit addition and subtraction. The difficulty level has increased this year. This was last year's most difficult mental math problem.
The first question already reached last year's highest standard. Too difficult?
Contestant George, in less than a minute, completed his answer. Then let's take a look to see if his answer is correct. One correct. 0 correct. For incorrect. What a pity.
George, when it comes to calculations, is like a god. It's surprising he even made a mistake.
It truly makes one feel an unexpected result. Then which contestant is willing to be the next to accept the challenge? I will. Not only that, I also request to increase the difficulty from 3-digit addition and subtraction to 4-digit addition and subtraction. This is truly astonishing. Mr. Kitahara actually voluntarily requested to increase the difficulty. Very well. Ready. Timer starts. One minute. Contestant Kitahara completed his answer in 1 minute. This is too fast. I can't even see the numbers clearly, and he has already finished answering. So, is his answer correct? Let's take a look. Three. Correct. 6. Correct. The last 3 digits. Correct. The last digit. 9. Correct. The answer is completely correct. Truly worthy of a contestant from the Sakura country. It seems this time the champion
The
will
film was
undoubtedly be him.
translated
This
and
time,
narrated
Wagro
by
won't make it to the finals
Media.
again.
Next, are there any other contestants who will come up to challenge? What? You Huaguo people, are you afraid to challenge? Cowards. Wimps. You don't even dare to go up. Exactly. Afraid of losing. So you forfeit? What a waste of time. Alright. Then, the timer starts.
Wait. I request to increase the difficulty. The problem will become a 16-digit number, divided by a 9-digit number.
Is she crazy? The difficulty with Kitahara Sosuke is already great enough. She actually wants to increase it further. Contestant Gu Mianmian. Are you sure? This level of difficulty has never appeared in previous competitions.
Yes.
As expected, she doesn't know her limits. She's bound to lose. All right, contestant Gu Mianmian, please get ready. All right, then, the timer starts.
These numbers are too many, aren't they?
"10 seconds. Contestant Gu Mianmian completed her answer in just 10 seconds. Then let's take a look to see if her answer is correct.
The film was translated and narrated
3.
by M Media.
Correct. 7. Correct. The last 3 digits. Correct. The last digit seems not quite right. As expected, it was a wild guess. A little girl. What does she know about calculation?
When a human brain calculates such difficult problems, errors can easily occur. She was too impulsive.
Excuse me, everyone. I misread it just now. The last digit is correct. The answer is completely correct.
Mianmian really answered correctly.
How is that possible? She must have guessed. Contestant Gu Mianmian completed the solution in just 10 seconds. A new world record was set in this round. Applause.
All right.
I announce that the first round of the competition is won by the Huaguo contestant. Our contestant, please, take a short break and prepare for the next round. 10 seconds versus 1 minute. This is simply an overwhelming victory.
The contestant from Sakura Country is nothing special. They can't even compare to a child from Wagwo. Were you very arrogant just now? Why are you silent now?
Exactly. And you dare to insult us. Apologize to us immediately. Apologize. 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 Apologize.
Mianmian. You worked hard.
Do you want to eat something? Big sister still has some fruit here. Hey, Shaishan. What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I underestimated you before. My attitude towards you was bad. I'm sorry. It's alright. You are a good child. Mian doesn't mind.
Why does Mianmian speak like a little adult?
Yeah. Ever since Mianmian woke up after her illness, she seems to have become a different person.
Mianmian is so intelligent. She should enter the Huaguo Academy. I heard that the Huaguo Academy is currently urgently recruiting domestic mathematical geniuses. They are looking for a scientific technology that can break through the chokehold of various countries. I'll now write a letter to Elder Meng. Let's see if it works out.
Sister, the Huaguo Academy isn't that easy to get into. Although I admit she is indeed very capable. To go there, she'd at least have to get into the top 3 in this competition, right?
That's right. Moreover, Mianmian is still young. It's the age for studying.
You're right. I was taking too much for granted.
The Wagwo Academy. If I could get in, perhaps I could use future technologies to accelerate the development of Wagwo's scientific field and resolve our country's current predicament.
Brother, aren't you curious why I changed so much?
Wide?
I will tell you now. I hope you won't be scared. Actually, I'm not Gumiamian. Instead, I'm a mathematics professor from the 21st century, from Huaguo. So, I am fully capable of entering the Huaguo Academy. You don't have to worry.
Mianmian, brother understands you want to enter the academy, but there's no need for you to make things up. Just because of that.
Brother, I truly am. No wonder your calculations are so fast. So you're a mathematics professor from the future. Do you believe what I said now? Then I'll be the world's #1 mathematical genius. This dream I've had for a long time.
Mianmian. Brother Shaishan was just joking. Don't take it too hard. Having dreams is always a good thing.
The second round of the competition is about to begin. All contestants, please prepare.
My Anmian. The competition has started. Your sister will cheer you on.
Sister Joe, if Miamian wins this competition, could you please recommend Miamian to the academy?
Of course.
Then it's a deal. She's too confident, isn't she? Winning a championship isn't that easy.
Having dreams should always be a good thing, right? The competition has begun.
Now, we will proceed with the second round of the competition, the memory challenge. This round's event is microscopic water identification. We will invite contestants to observe a single cup of water, then this cup of water will be placed among 100 cups of water. If a contestant successfully identifies
The
it,
film was translated
they will successfully
and
advance.
narrated by
Identifying
N
water.
Media.
Isn't all water the same? This is too difficult.
The organizers are practically, deliberately making things hard for us.
So, which contestant is willing to be the first to come up and take on the challenge? Microscopic water identification severely tests memory and attention. Without astonishing, rapid memory and talent, there will only be failure. I possess the title of World Memory Master. This round, you are bound to lose.
Is that so? In my life's dictionary, the word failure does not exist.
What shameless boasting. I'll go first. Staff, please. Present the cup chosen by the judges to the contestant for examination. Observation complete. Contestant, please step aside. Next, we will give the contestant 2 hours for observation. Contestants may mark suspected targets with rubber bands for closer identification. Now then, the timer begins. What incredible speed! In just 10 minutes, he has observed half of the water cups. He locked onto the target so quickly. Only half an hour has passed. That's unbelievable.
Kitahara Sosuke truly lives up to his reputation as last year's overall third place winner of the Memory Open. His memory speed is too fast.
I've found the target. Truly astonishing. Contestant Kitahara Sosuke, in less than 40 minutes, found the target. So, is his result correct? Please look at the big screen. Correct. Congratulations to our contestant Kitahara Sosuke. Contestant Kitahara, please take your seat.
Next round, I'll take the challenge.
40 minutes. That's too fast. My Anmian has no hope of winning now.
My Anmian has already come so far, which is already remarkable. Keep up the good work. She can definitely do it.
I, on the other hand, think she might just win.
Next, we invite our staff to present the cup chosen by the judges to the contestant for examination.
Observation complete.
Contestant Gumi Anmian, are you sure?
I'm sure.
Contestants, please step aside. Next, we will give the contestants 2 hours of observation time. Contestants can mark suspected objects with a rubber band and then make a careful judgment. Then, the timer starts. Now.
Wait! I forfeit observation.
My Anmian.
What did she say? She said she wants to forfeit observation. Is that true? She actually wants to forfeit observation. This is no different from forfeiting the competition.
This is too arrogant. Could it be that she can't remember them herself and wants to guess by luck?
This is truly astonishing. Our contestant Gumi Anmian actually forfeited a full 2 hours of observation time. She actually chose to directly identify. So now, the timer begins. The speed at which she's looking is too fast.
At this speed, she must be going through 1 cut per second.
Not even a minute has passed, and she's already at the second table. It's worth mentioning that contestants can mark suspected objects with a rubber band, but so far, Gu Mian hasn't placed a single one.
I found the target.
She found it so quickly.
The table behind Mian. She didn't even look at it. Did she forget it?
Just grandstanding in such a short amount of time. Logically speaking, it's impossible to find the correct cup. Exactly.
The film was
She must have just
translated
randomly
and
pointed to one.
narrated by
She
Media.
is sure to lose. Contestant Gu Mian, there's still a table of water behind you that you haven't even looked at. Are you sure you've found the target? And also, you haven't even used your rubber bands yet.
I'm sure I've already found the correct answer.
Our contestant Gu Mian, in less than 5 minutes, found the target. Such speed is unheard of in previous competitions. So, will a new world record be set? In this competition, please look at the big screen.
It has to be right.
Congratulations to contestant Gu Mian.
Mian answered correctly. Mian actually answered correctly.
I told you she could win.
Mian. When did you become so amazing?
Then, I announce that the winner of this round is Huaguo contestant Gu Mian. I object. Rigging. There must be rigging. How could she, a nobody kid, find it so quickly? And can even beat me? It must be your Huaguo people's conspiracy, seeing that every time we were about to lose to our country, so you took advantage of being the host this time, and pulled strings behind the scenes again, leaking the answers to her in advance. That's true. This little girl appeared out of nowhere, and she doesn't have any special resume.
Furthermore, she looks to be less than 5 years old, and she's from the countryside. How could she possibly understand such complex calculations?
Huaguo's math level is already weak, let alone advancing. If you ask me, Huaguo definitely cheated. Contestant Kitahara Sosuke, please do not slander us casually. Whether it's slander or not, you yourselves know clearly.
What? You found you couldn't win, so you're resorting to desperate measures?
You.
You what you?
I
what I? Let me tell you, this competition is fully compliant and legal, open and transparent. If you're not convinced, then follow the procedure and go to court. File a lawsuit, instead of just standing here, only making baseless nonsense.
Well said.
Elder Meng.
Elder Meng. That's the Huaguo chief mathematician, who is also an old acquaintance of our country's Mathematics Association president, Mian. We meet again.
Hello, Professor Meng.
When your mentor used to work with us, he often praised himself for having a clever student. I didn't expect such conduct. Professor Meng, I'm just reasonably raising my doubts. She's just a little girl not even 5 years old. It's hard to believe she has such a high level of math. There's always someone better. This principle, didn't your mentor teach you? During the selection competition, I was present. I personally saw her, in 1 minute, solve a calculation problem that would take our Mathematics Association half an hour to solve. Can you do that?
I remember this problem was a fractional equation, combined with an exponential equation, a complex equation.
This equation is very difficult. Moreover, Elder Meng has already personally come out to vouch for it. Therefore, it means Huaguo should not be cheating.
People from Sakura country, why are you silent now? Were you quite arrogant just now?
You openly provoked a contestant. Apologize to us. Apologize. Apologize. Apologize.
Your Sakura country even. If you make a mistake, you should apologize. Such basic etiquette wasn't that taught.
Apologize.
Apologize.
I'm sorry. Apologize.
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 Okay. Mian, Congratulations, you've been shortlisted for the finals of the International Math Olympiad. I'm here to fulfill my promise. You said before, you didn't want money, so I specifically inquired about my little nephew, and replaced it with what someone his age loves to do, math exercises, and these related math books.
Thank you, Professor Meng.
As long as you like it.
Uncle Meng.
Jiation,
Uncle Meng.
Chunhua. You two are familiar with each other now, right?
The film
Uncle
was
Meng.
translated
He used
and
to be our
narrated by
senior
M
from the
Media.
department.
Hello, Professor Meng.
We meet again. Zhao Jing, your readmission procedures have been completed. In a few days, you can go back to school.
Senior Gu, then won't I be able to see you at school again from now on?
Jiation, what do you think of Zhao Jing?
Average. But he's a good person.
It's rare for you to evaluate someone correctly. Mian, the next competition will be held abroad. Are you nervous?
Not really. Not nervous.
Do you have confidence then?
Winning the championship will definitely be no problem. I'm very curious. Where did your confidence in math skills come from?
Mian. Come here. Brother has something to tell you.
Brother, what did you want to tell me?
Mian. I watched you grow up from a young age. I know almost everything about you. But ever since that time, you woke up after being sick. You changed. You're no longer like before, sticking to me. You also suddenly learned math. And even dared to go on stage to compete. But you were clearly very shy around strangers. And your grades at school were average. Moreover, you never used to like eating grapes.
I didn't like them before, but I like them now.
So where did your math calculation skills come from?
When you weren't around, I secretly learned it. I just picked it up with practice. Maybe I have a talent for it.
Really?
Yes.
You also said before that you were from the future, a mathematics professor. I thought you were just saying it casually, but
The answer was completely correct.
until I saw your performance on stage and your method of solving problems. This is simply not something a regular student could do. Who exactly are you?
Since I've been reborn, then I must, for Gu Mian, take good care of her brother.
Brother, I'm Gil Mian. As for the professor from the future, that was just a dream I had. But ever since then, my math skills have indeed improved by leaps and bounds.
Really? That's great. You really scared your brother during this time.
Brother, I'm Gil Mian. Gil Mian is me.
Thank you all for accompanying us abroad. Otherwise, some procedures I really wouldn't know how to handle.
It's nothing. Elder Meng specifically instructed us to properly escort you into the arena.
You've gone to too much trouble. How about this? After it's over, I'll treat you to a meal.
Good luck with the competition. Don't worry, the championship will definitely be ours.
It's Nakamura Shuchi, last year's Math Olympiad champion. I heard that. He has American nationality, but he's from Sakura country. With his extraordinary IQ and mathematical ability, every time, he represents the American in the competition. This time's champion will definitely still be him. Contestants from other countries who meet him are truly unlucky. You are Gumiamian.
That's me.
You Huaguo people. Only capable of petty tricks. But unfortunately, your fortune will stop here.
This person is too arrogant. What do you mean only capable of petty tricks?
Sister, don't be angry. There's an ancient saying in Huaguo, when the moon is full, it begins to wane. Speaking too boastfully can lead to retribution. Yes, don't worry. The championship will definitely belong to Huaguo.
Let's go.
International Mathematical Olympiad Final.
Welcome, everyone, to this International Olympiad in Mathematics Competitions finals venue. This competition is divided into two major sections, calculation and problem solving. The last round is a supplementary item to assess each contestant's academic achievements in the field of mathematics.
Competing on academics.
I heard all previous competitions were like this. They say it's to encourage those who contribute to mathematics. But for Myanmar, it's really too unfair.
The competition organizers probably didn't expect a child of a few years old to make it to the finals.
Let's welcome our two contestants, Nakamura Shuchi and Gu Myanmar. Welcome, both of you. First round, calculation, mental math. Once started, both contestants answer simultaneously. Pressing the button is considered completion of the answer. Contestants, please prepare. Timekeeping. Start. Forgotten I'm just a child. Didn't use enough force. It seems our contestant Nakamura was the first to complete the answer. Let's reveal together the correct answer. Correct. Let's see. Contestant Gu Mayamian's answer. Correct. It's just a pity. She was only a few seconds off. Then for our next round. Time starts now.
This 7-digit number, multiplied by a 10-digit number, the number of digits is also too many, isn't it? This level of difficulty, how can it be completed?
This time, contestant Gu Mayamian was the first to complete the question. Let's reveal together her answer. Two. Correct. 7. Correct. The last few digits. Correct. The last digit. Correct. Let's congratulate contestant Gu Mayamian. Next, we enter the calculation sections. Final round. Dual brain calculation.
Dual brain? What is dual brain calculation? This is going to be difficult. It means two screens flash simultaneously, performing calculations at the same time.
It's simply unimaginable how difficult it is.
Dual brain calculation. I once won first place in this event. It's absolutely impossible to be faster than me. Give up.
Is that so? My speed will only be faster than you.
You refuse a toast, so you'll drink a forfeit.
It seems the showdown between the two sides has entered a heated stage. Alright, then please, both contestants prepare. Then the timer starts.
The film was translated and narrated by M Media.
This is too difficult, isn't it? It's easy to make a mistake. Indeed. How come she didn't even use a pen? She's too arrogant, isn't she? Doesn't she know that across from her is the master of calculation, Nakamura Shuchi?
Myanmar. You can do it.
Truly astonishing. It's contestant Gu Miami again, who has completed the answer first. Let's all together reveal the answers. One. Correct. The middle few. Correct. The last one? Correct. Einouts. The winner of this round is the contestant from Wagwo, Gu Miami.
Nakamura Shuchi, who is the arithmetic world's godlike existence, was actually defeated by a child. This is truly unexpected. Wagwo's mathematics is rising. Consider yourself lucky this time.
Next round, I will still be the winner.
Next round, we'll compete in problem solving. For this final, we have specially invited a professor from America. He is a foundational figure in the history of mathematics, and also the question setter for this round of our competition, Mr. John.
John, that doyen of modern mathematics, who propelled the mathematics world forward. John, to be able to meet Mr. John is truly an honor.
Please welcome.
Mr. John, Master of Mathematics.
Mr. John, it's a pleasure to meet you. It is precisely because of one of your mathematical works that I embarked on this path of mathematics.
Nakamura Shuchi, you are quite famous. I've long heard that America produced a mathematical genius like you. It's truly a pleasure to meet you. So you must be my enemy? You surprise me. You are actually truly a little girl.
Hello.
Hello. Your experience was relayed to me by a student. I know your calculation speed is very fast, but this problem cannot be solved by speed alone.
I will solve it.
Boasting wildly.
Then next, let's see your performance.
Yes.
Okay. We invite Mr. John and the two contestants to take their seats.
Mr. John, please come here.
Next, we will proceed with our second round of competition, problem solving. The problem was set by Mr. John. The first to solve it correctly will be considered the winner of the competition. Now, we will start the timer. Start.
Isn't this one of the mathematical world's 7 Millennium Prize problems? The Poincare conjecture, although I see it's slightly involved, but as a competition problem, this is just too difficult. Two hours have already passed. Look at the papers written. There's already half a stack. This problem, it's truly too difficult.
It's really hard on my onion. Why has my onion stopped?
No, that's not right. This problem is wrong.
The problem, I've finished it.
Contestant Nakamura has completed the problem first. Total time spent, 2 hours. Let us continue to wait for contestant Gu Miami to complete her solution.
I finished writing.
Contestant Gu Miami has also completed the problem. Total time spent, 2.5 hours. Now, we will hand the answers of both contestants to Mr. John for evaluation.
She was a full half an hour slower. This round, I'm afraid she's going to lose.
My onion has come this far, which is already very good.
Mr. John's evaluation results are already out. Next, I will announce the final results of this competition.
The film was translated and narrated by
Contestant
M.
Nakamura
Media.
Shuchi. Answer correct. Contestant Gu Mian. Unfortunately, contestant Gu Mian's answer is incorrect.
Mian, did she get it wrong?
The next round is about academic achievements. What can Gu Mian use to compete with Nakamura Shuchi? It seems that this time's champion will be Nakamura Shuchi again. You lost. Next round, only I will win. Your Huaguo is ultimately still no match for us.
Then I announce that the winner of this round is contestant Nakamura Shuchi.
Wait a moment. The answer to this problem is wrong.
Open your eyes wide and see clearly. The answer to this problem was written by Professor John. How could it be wrong?
Contestant Gu Mian. All the problems in this competition were derived by countless mathematicians through verified reasoning. It's impossible for them to be wrong.
But the answer to this problem is wrong.
A loss is a loss. Stop making trouble here and disrupting the order of the competition. Security, get her out of here.
Mian, why do you think this standard answer is incorrect?
This should be 3 sphere. Through the Ricci flow method, collapses into a singularity, and then prove that the 3 closed manifold also collapses into a singularity.
What are you talking about? This part is clearly the same as the answer. Could it be that a problem handled by hundreds of mathematicians and Professor John could have errors or omissions? Exactly. She actually thinks she's some kind of math genius. Can she find errors that even Professor couldn't find? How arrogant.
Mian isn't too nervous, is she? And misread the problem?
No, a competition of this level wouldn't have such mistakes.
Why do I feel like Mian is right?
Don't you agree? Professor John, she's just being unreasonable. Talking nonsense. Gu Mian, stop struggling in vain. You lost.
Since Professor John has no objections, then I announce the winner of this round is still...
There's an omission. Indeed there is. Mian, your answer is the correct one. You are right. Regarding the proof of the singularity, we indeed overlooked something. This problem does indeed have an omission. I never thought we old folks
The film was translated
would now actually
and
be inferior to a
narrated
young
by
girl.
Media.
You Wagwo people have an idiom. What was it called again? The young are to be regarded with awe. You are truly to be regarded with awe.
Just a coincidence. But Professor John, do you really think my answer is correct now?
Yes, Professor John. Her answer, how could it be correct? How about you take another look?
No need to look again. Her solution process is clear and logical, perfectly complementing the areas we overlooked. I will have someone come over and immediately revise the parameters of this problem. Mian, are you interested in participating in our American math competition? Any requirements can be made.
No, Mian is from Huaguo and only represents Huaguo in competitions.
That's right.
With a genius like you in Wagwo, the future of the mathematics community is promising. This time's champion is you.
Since that's the case, I announce the winner of this competition is...
Wait a moment. Professor John, I will ask again. Do you really think is my answer okay?
I confirm. No.
Okay. The answer to this question is still wrong.
Impossible. I've calculated it many times. The answer is flawless. It can't be wrong. If it's really wrong, then the entire mathematical community is wrong.
That means the entire mathematical community is wrong.
She's just a child with no background. Yet she claims the mathematical community is all wrong. Is she crazy? Hard to say. Didn't she also say before that Professor John was wrong, and the result, it was also proven correct?
Professor John, this problem comes from the mathematical communities, one of the 7 Millennium Prize problems, a branch problem of the Poincare conjecture. But all along, the entire mathematical community's research direction has been wrong.
What makes you say that?
I will explain as I solve the problem, while explaining to you. Because for true mathematics, 1% inspiration is more important than 99% calculation. For example, here, the convergence of topological manifolds only requires a Lenz's constant.
I've studied mathematics for decades, but I truly don't understand what she's writing. I haven't understood it from the start.
By introducing induced currents and the gradient flow method on manifolds and conducting research, it can be concluded that Poincare's conjecture is correct.
Contestant Miandian. With my current ability, I can only barely understand a quarter of the answer you've written. But my teacher is the one who proposed this conjecture. I can call him, and after discussing it, then confirm if it's correct.
Professor John's teacher, that's a leading academic figure in both the mathematical and physical communities. Oh my god, the mathematical community is truly about to change.
Teacher, I just sent you the photos of the solution process. I'll wait for you. The teacher said he needs 10 minutes to review it. Okay, I understand. The teacher said, correct. Miandian's process is completely correct. The Poincare conjecture has been proven.
Good.
Good.
My teacher and I have spent half our lives researching the Poincare conjecture, but we always got stuck halfway, unable to find the method. Miandian, you've solved this world-class problem.
Contestant Gu Miamian has consecutively won 2 rounds of the competition. Let's congratulate her for winning this International Math Olympiad competitions. Champion?
All right, good. Miandian, I solemnly invite you to join our National Research Institute. What benefits and treatment do you require? Feel free to ask.
The American Research Institute. That is a world-class research institute. To get in, it's extremely difficult. Even Professor
The
John
film was translated
took 40 years to get
and
in.
narrated
Such
by
an opportunity
Media.
just given to a child like this.
They're truly sparing no expense for talent. It's so hard for our Wagwo to produce a math genius, and then we lose them again.
Miandian, have you thought it through? Are you really going to refuse such a generous offer? Wagwo is currently in a very difficult situation. If you go back, you might not get such good treatment.
In a vast world, much can be achieved. If the most difficult place needs me, then I must go to the most difficult place. What's more, it is still my motherland.
All right. Then I wish you success.
Contestant Gu Miamian has won the championship. Do you have anything you'd like to say?
May my humble heart be dedicated to Huaguo, and may my years be given to the mountains and rivers.